Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today has been day 46 of the 75 hard challenge for this year's winter arc. So it's been another pretty late day, so I'm going to knock this out pretty quick. Just give you guys a quick little bit of advice for the evening and then head upstairs and get to bed because it's going to be another early morning tomorrow. Probably going to be a bit tired based on this, but we're getting her done. So starting off the morning, usual morning routine. Woke up, immediately knocked out the manifestation, meditation, and prayer. Followed that up with our morning reading, weigh-in, supplements, headed straight down here and knocked out our cardio for the morning, which the incline walking, definitely getting a little bit easier, but it's still pretty challenging. So I think I've hit a point where I've upped the intensity to a reasonable amount. I think there's only one more up I can go, but we'll see how it goes over the next 30 some, or not even now, it's 20 some days, less than a month left till we're done this challenge. So should be really nice and looking to see big increase in how much I'm starting to hit that goal. So really looking forward to that. But knocked out the cardio, knocked out the 30 minutes of self-education with that as well. Again, today more of just mindset, lifestyle, that kind of thing. And also just kind of the different things about combining different minds, creating one mastermind, that kind of thing. Really interesting topic on that. And also tying in with the reading from today, how different energies can tie in, and when you harness them properly, you can shift the energy from one thought, but shift the same kind of energy into another action. And it's just so much more productive and you're able to do so much more once you figure that out. So really enjoying that kind of stuff. It's allowing to just be able to transmute a whole lot more of the energy to a direction you really want it and making it so much better when it comes to actually chasing the goals. So really enjoying that. It's helped me find a lot more energy, especially in these late nights, but yeah, we're rocking with it. So really enjoying that. And then also with the video today, learn a little bit more about the kind of Bitcoin and trading side of things, and also starting to tie in with personal branding, how you start realizing how entrepreneurial side of things, all of this stuff starts to come full circle. So health and fitness ties into the looks maxing stuff, which ties into your networking, which ties into all the different stuff, all the crypto, all the different trading abilities, all the different business ideas, even back into content circulating all the way back around. It's all one big flowing thing. So I think it's just a matter of time before you start figuring it all out and everything just starts to kind of click. But really enjoying seeing the progress in that regard. So super happy with that. So following that up, did a bit more help for the family today. Just helped a little bit more chore wise, and then also helped with supper, which we had to prep early because we were heading into town for cadets tonight. Prepped uniforms, prepped lesson plans, and then we headed in, which went pretty well. Spent a little bit more time working on lesson plans there, and then just talking some stuff over, more cadet related stuff, just more specifics with family and then those related. But yeah, so had supper, got changed, went down to cadets. And then I think funny thing tonight is we've got such a weird gap of interest where we're seeing such a spike in interest this year. We've over 100% doubled our numbers, which is insane to say that we're not even 4 months into the training year and we've already doubled our size for the squadron, which is fantastic. We're now above 40 some, and I think quite honestly we have a good chance of hitting 50 or 60 by the new year if we keep up with this rate. If we keep up with the rate we're guaranteed 50, I want to push for 60 or more, because quite honestly this is something that might not make as much sense to you guys, but basically there's a sport called marksmanship that we're involved in cadets, and you can only take 5 people on a team. But if we have more than 65 cadets in our squadron by a certain date, I'm not sure when it is, I think it's coming back in the New Year's, pretty close. If we have about 65, we can take 10 people rather than just 5. So really hoping we can do that and expand our team's capability this year. Should be really nice, but we'll see how it plays out, quite honestly. But yeah, just rolling with it then. And then also with the weird gap in structure, like I just mentioned, we ended up with our second years. We had one of them there tonight because we've got such a weird gap based on learning abilities and age group that we've got over 20 first years, but only 3 people stuck as level 2. So with one of them there, I couldn't teach all of the 3 hours worth of classes that I have for them, or the others that have missed the important stuff as well, especially since there's so few of them, you can't really miss it as much. But we made it work and ended up just working with a whole bunch of the other levels, got to know people a lot better, and got to do a bit more team building and leadership in different areas than we normally did. So that was really interesting for the evening. And then it's also really nice being able to see a full-size squadron out on parade again. So enjoying that quite a bit. And yeah, anyway, wrapped up the night and just dealt with some other minor stuff. Came home, took like 15 minutes to kind of just relax, just chill out from the day and the busyness that it is, and then headed down here, knocked out a solid chest and back. Not going crazy hard because I was still actually decently sore from Monday and Tuesday's workout. And I've also got a nice sports activity with cadets on the weekend, so I want to be able to play fairly well. But still pretty solid efforts, I think. Not going to be as sore, I don't think, but still a really solid pump this evening, so enjoying that bit. And then, yeah. Again, it's a little bit harder, and I can't do my normal routine because I'm stuck with just those kind of baby weights, but we make do a lot more calisthenic stuff along the side with that. And then also tried out a new thing where you do push-ups with the dumbbells, and then you have to do a single arm row when you come up. Those are killer, so something I'm definitely going to start working on just for overall core stability and power, I think. Working on that quite a bit. Just different things like that. I love doing that where you've got a certain point where you're crazy strong in a specific movement, but then you start trying to translate it over to athletic strength, and it's just the stability that you need in order to transfer it over. It doesn't allow you to do it just yet, so definitely something I'm going to work on. But yeah, wrap that up, and then just wrapped up a really solid HIIT workout and core workout. So I've been trying to mess around with that, doing it every night of the week rather than every 2 days. So seeing how that'll go. I think when I reach a certain point where I'm almost there, where it's not affecting me, like I'm not feeling any soreness or tightness the next day after, I think I'm going to start adding in running again as well, just up it even more. And I just got to maintain the deficit, and I should see the fat start to drop off even better. So still seeing consistent progress though, going down slowly, so hopefully that stays on the same track. And then I've also noticed something else, which partly I don't have a watch tracking it, so that's part of the inaccuracy, but other than the cardio that I'm doing where it comes to the HIIT workout and the treadmill stuff, those are the only 2 times my steps aren't being tracked, so I know it's taking off probably about 4,000-ish, maybe a little less or something like that. But my steps are definitely lower than I want to be because I've been capping at around 5,000 or 6,000 every day is what my phone's picking up. So definitely either need to up the cardio or just make sure I'm doing stuff in the day where I'm going to be moving around a lot more, so I can actually start upping that and make sure I'm hitting 10,000 minimum every day to start seeing a bit more progress in that regard. But overall, enjoying it really nice. And yeah, that's something I need to stop saying is overall really nice, or I'm enjoying it quite a bit. So I'll come up with better adjectives for you guys, keep you a little bit more entertained, and improve my own public speaking abilities. There we go. Yeah. I think today's piece of advice is a lot more focused on the energy side of things and being able to find motivation. And I think to a certain degree, I'm at a point now where I don't need any motivation anymore to do this stuff. And in fact, doing it motivates me even more. So I challenge you to do something to get to this point. So I think I've gotten past the 30-some days mark. There's the old saying it takes 33 days or something to make a habit and then 66 days to solidify it as part of a routine or something like that. Maybe that's not exactly how it goes. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm going with. So in the first 30-some days, it was a little bit of a struggle. Some days I wouldn't want to do it a lot, but now I've honestly, this past week, 10 days, I've been hammering stuff out so consistently, and I've just felt like it's part of my routine now. It's not even a question of it, do I want to do it? It's just a matter of doing it, and I haven't felt in a bad mood. Like, I've been about other things, but you just do this, and it's so much better afterwards. So I think, honestly, for you guys, when you set a goal, I'm not telling you it's going to be crazy easy, but it's also not going to be crazy hard. When you block out certain steps that you have to do, so long as you're consistently doing them every single day to make it part of that routine and a habit, it will become easy. It's not going to take a week or two. Maybe it'll take a little longer than that. But seriously, you will thank yourself so much for being consistent every single day, because honestly, my mind right now, feeling so sharp knowing that I am chasing this goal every single day and hitting it right there on the head. And it gets to such a point where you can see minor things to tweak it, but you know it's just carrying it out repeatedly, and you're going to start hitting that goal. So that's one of my favorite things about doing challenges like this, is you get to learn so much more about yourself in that sense. Is once you figure out the habits of it, the logistics, if you will, it becomes so incredibly easy. should just flip that switch in your brain where it goes from, oh, do I want to do this, to I have to do this. Now I need to enjoy it, right? So just something to keep your mind on for the rest of the evening. I think I'm going to wrap it up there, but really, really fantastic day. See, I didn't say enjoyable there, but fantastic day. Definitely one that I'm satisfied with. I don't think I'm extremely happy. I could do a little bit more, honestly, and just better prioritize my time, but that's something we'll work on in the following days, and just getting ready to attack tomorrow. So, as always, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Make sure to share the video with someone who needs to see the message in it or you think would enjoy the content. Like the video. Comment down below what you guys want to see in future videos or other content. And if you haven't already, go check out my Instagram at dauntless.13. I'm doing daily posts there as well. So if you guys want to see a bit more of the behind the scenes, different kind of mentality stuff in my life, go check that out. I highly recommend that. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.